Alright, so we're about to frame in this vent right here. All we did is take the measurements. I'm gonna add like 3/8 to my measurements and frame it in all the way around. You want to be able to move it, especially with vent fans. You don't want to be, or they're not fans, but they're your vents. You don't want to be squeezing them into an opening. You want to have a little bit of play in them because you got plenty of lip here, so that you can actually have some room to have some play. But you don't want them squeezing because you need to be able to adjust them. If you don't have that adjustment, very often when you squeeze them in there too tightly, they won't open and close well. So you need to be able to have them kind of set in there freely so that you can screw them in place. You don't want to be squeezing them into place perfectly into their opening. You want to have play all the way around it. So I give myself about 3/8. You know, you could do 1/2 inch even all the way around and you'd be doing pretty good. So I'm gonna just cut that opening into this sidewall here, frame it in, and then we'll slow down and drop the vent in. Alright, so we got this pretty well set up. Got it framed in. And so now I'm just going to show you how to drop the vent in. And we will go from there. Okay. So you want to have it so that the vents can just fall down. So the vents are never opening upwards. They're just kind of opening with force and they can fall down. And this is how you want it when it's in there. If you get it in and you're kind of having a fight to get it going, you've got something going on. So these ones actually come with wiggle wire installed to them. You can install these with framing, or you can wiggle wire them right into plastic without any framing. I got these because I wanted the option to do both. I'm just going to drop this thing in here. Should fit good. Move it down the width of the lip of your vent. Okay, so now your track should fit in there nice. Okay, and so when I mount them, I lift them up a little bit. So I'm going to check it. I'm going to kind of lift it up and I'm just going to be sure that it flaps good. And I'm not squeezing that frame down super tight on it. Just getting it so it's holding in. I'm going to put enough all the way around so that it's locked in really good. So I'm going to get this secured. And then we're going to go ahead and put the vent opener on and show you how to do that. Alright, so we got our little kit, little directions here. Basically, we're just going to take this going to squeeze this into here, and there's a little on these ones anyways screw and nut that comes with it. Oh yeah, and we're just gonna protect the shaft. Take this wire and put the wire onto here. Just loop it around to the bottom bracket you're about to hook on. Two hands would be super fun for this. So you can see we just took that top part and squeezed it so that it fit into there. And then we put a little tension on it, slipped our wire around this thing, and used the bolt that was already attached to the vent, took it out and slipped it right in that hole. And I did it just hand tighten right now, but I'm going to come back and crank it in. Okay. So now we're going to take our threading here. This has got a little pin in it. We're going to pull that out. See this little pin. So we took this guy and we're going to feed it right into here, and it's going to go down, and you can see where this little pin, hold on, let me get it, it's going to line up. then we're gonna come in through the back here. Hard to do with one hand. And slide that pin in. Can I do it? Here, I need to put you down. Get it started on this threading. Open the window a little bit to do that. Halfway, and this is actually where you're going to make your adjustments according to the temperature. If you wanted to open that, you can make adjustments here. That's pretty well in. So you can see we just came through, we squeezed the top on, we hooked this part up after sliding the wire on, and then we screwed on this, fit it down into the pin, and then opened the vent so that this was easy to screw on. And I screwed it on there about halfway. I want about half the threadings showing on either side, and that's where we're going to adjust it according to the temperature that we want. So I'm going to do some videos as we go. I haven't used these windows or these vents. I've only ever used electronic thermostats, so this is my first time using them. But we've got them on all the houses. I'm sure there's quite a bit of adjustment to do, but that's the basics of getting it on. So I'm going to finish securing this vent, and then we'll just see how they run throughout the season. All right, well, we got it pretty well worked out now. It's all connected. Coming out here, I just got to put some track around this one here so we can plastic off these in walls. One thing that I didn't do right on that time I showed you here is I did forget to flip this little T around. So when I installed it the first time, I had it facing up. You very just simply need to flip this T around so that the T is pointing downward. It makes it a lot easier to install it. Just something I forgot to do. So flip this T around, get that rod in there, and then it's pretty well gonna just set right in there. And then you can make your adjustments by adjusting this rod from this point forward. So that's it. That's putting in one of these solar vents, and we're excited to run them this season.